Good morning, boys and girls. So happy to see you as always. So, today we're going to continue learning about fractions. Yesterday, we learned about equivalent fractions. Remember, equivalent fractions comes from the word equal. Yesterday, we did it the easy way. Well, not so easy because you have to draw. Today, it's going to be more easy because you don't draw. I'm going to give you a clue. But yesterday we learned that you draw the same rectangle for each fraction, the same whole, but then you divide it in different parts, like this example that we have here. The circles are exactly the same size, but we divide this in 2 parts, in 3 parts, and this one in 8 parts. But they are exactly the same size, the fractions are the ones that are different. So after that, you can find equivalent fractions. You color to see which pieces form the same size. But before we go into equivalent fractions again, I want to review what is a whole. So as you can see here, in this circle, it is completely colored, yes, and it's not divided. Sorry. Let me pick the paintbrush. So, because this is one complete circle, that's what we put, a big one. Okay? One complete, one whole. Now here, who can tell me the fraction? How many parts are colored? Exactly, 2 parts are colored. And how many parts are in all? It's divided into how many parts? 2. So, when 2 parts of the 2 parts are colored, we also call it a whole, one whole. So 2 out of 2 equals one complete circle. Imagine it as a cake or a pizza. You divide it in 2 parts and you eat the 2 parts. That means you ate one complete pizza. Understand? One whole. So here, how many parts are colored or shaded? Exactly 3 parts. How many parts in all? It's divided into how many parts? 3. Very good. So 3 out of 3 parts equals, again, one complete circle, one whole. Here, how many parts are colored? Perfect. 8 parts. And how many parts are there in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 parts are colored out of 8 parts. That equals one whole. So even without looking at the picture now, whenever you see a fraction, for example, that says 5 out of 5, it equals what? Exactly, one whole. Even a huge number, 100 out of 100 equals what? One complete. Okay? Excellent. So now that we review what is a whole, let's go into equivalent fractions. So, here we have the first part of your book. And like before, we have the same circle in all of them, the same whole. The whole is the same size. The fractions are different. So, how many are colored here? 1 out of 3. They already gave you the answer. Okay? Now remember, equivalent fractions comes from the word equal. So 1/3 equals this other fraction. So they already gave you the denominator. It's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. But how many parts are colored? Exactly. 2 parts are colored. That means that 1/3 is equal to 2/6. This and this are the same. Now here, they give you the numerator. Remember, the numerator is the normal number, okay, that you pay attention to. So what number do you pay attention to? 3, exactly. 3 parts out of how many are in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? 9. Yeah, let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. So 1/3 equals 2 6 and it equals 3 9s. Now let's do the last one. How many parts are colored? Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the numerator. And how many parts are in all? So that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here you can see that all these fractions, even they are different, divided in different parts, at the end, the color part that we pay attention to is the same size. Look, I already colored one yellow. Do you see it's exactly the same size? So this, oops, it went to the back. Let's bring it to the front. There it is. This is exactly the same size as these two parts and the same size as these 3 parts and exactly the same size as these 4 parts. So do you understand why they are all equal even they are divided in different parts? If you color here 1, here 2, here 3, and here 4, they end up being the same size, okay? Now, I told you this is what we did yesterday. I told you today we're going to learn a way to do it without drawing the pictures. And ta-da-da! Drum rolls, everyone. Here is the clue of how to find equivalent fractions without a picture. You are going to multiply. But the rule, as you saw in the video before, the rule is that what you do to the numerator, you also do it exactly the same to the denominator. So, if we multiply, like in this example, 1 times 2, the denominator we also multiply times 2. If you multiply here times 3, this one times 3. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. And all the answers that you get here are equivalent fractions and you don't have to draw the picture. So let's do the first one. They already gave you part of the answer. Okay? 3 times 2 is 6. It's already there. So 1 times 2 is 2. Perfect. So 1/3 is the same as 2 6 as we had it here. Can you see? 1/3 and 2 6. And we did it without drawing the picture. So now we do again 1/3, but now we multiply it times 3. 1 times 3, 3. 3 times 3, 9. And that's what we had in this one. And we can do it again. Begin from the first one, 1/3. Okay, equals. Now let's do it on the air. If here we multiply times 2 times 3, this is like doing it in your mind in the air. Here it will be times 4, okay? And here we multiply times 4, okay? So 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 4, 12. Excellent, boys. So you see how we got the same answer as in this one. So here we did it with pictures. Here we did it by multiplying. So remember the rule. If you multiply the numerator times 2, the denominator also multiply it times 2. Okay? Now, let's look at the last page you are going to answer in your book. Here also, they already did it with the pictures, but here they are still guiding you. If they multiply the top times 2, the bottom times 2. Top times 3, the bottom times 3. This part, you do it in your head, in your mind, okay? Like later here, you don't have to write it. Just do it in your mind. 1 times what gives me 3? Okay, 6 times. If you multiply here times 2, well, down you multiply times 2. If it's times 3, down times 3. Okay? So here you are going to complete these numbers in your Google Slides. This is like an example still, but here now you do it by yourself, okay? So it's 1 times 2, 2. 4 times 2, 8. So that answer goes here, 2 eighths, okay? Then you start again from 1/4. Okay, don't do it from here. Later, yes, of course you can do it, but right now you go back to 1/4, the way they have it here. 1/4 times 3 equals 3 times 3 equals 4 times 3, 12. So here goes 3 twelfths. Then you can multiply times 4, but you start from here, okay? 1/4 times 4, and you put it here. I mean, I'm just explaining if you continue, but don't do it right now. Okay, so now it's time to answer your Google Slides. As you can see, they are giving you either the denominator, as in these ones, or the numerator. That's how you are going to find. Here they are telling you what to multiply times, okay? So you just do it. That's easy. But now here they are not telling you. So you need to first think. Here I multiply what? 1 times what gives me 3. So just, if you get confused, just go number by number and multiply. 1 times 1, 3? No, ¿verdad? I'm sorry. 1 times 2, 2. No. 1 times 3, 3. We found it. So if here you multiply 1 times 3, then down it's 6 times 3, and you put it here. Here do the same. Go one by one. 3 times 1, 3. No. 3 times 2. Ta-da! I am already kind of giving you the answers. So you understand, boys? Very good. Excellent. So now you may go and answer your Google Slides.